Let's go.
It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube. It's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back today. I got that mid-fade tutorial for you. Mid-fade haircut. You know what I mean? So, mid-fade is a great haircut, right? You know, once you get the blending down. So, you got to be able to blend. So, the thing about the mid-fade, you don't want to start your guideline too high. So just pay attention to where I'm putting the guideline at, because a lot of these haircuts are dictated by where you start your guideline. Again, a lot of these haircuts are dictated by where you put your starting guideline. Now, this can be a drop fade, mid-fade. But if you want to drop, you might want to drop the line a little bit lower, right? But you want to keep it low. So then after that, his hair is thick. He haven't combed it. You know how they doing. It's COVID. You know, people not getting haircuts. They woofing or whatever they doing with it. I knocked it down without a guard to where I can get it when I put the guard on, that the hair will come off easily. So I use a 3 guard right here. Now, I don't know what his hair was leading up to that. It was probably like a 4.5, 5. But sometimes you have to use no guard, knock it down, get it to where you want it. After that, I use the 3 guard right here on the sides. I want to get it down some more. So what I did was I used a 1.5. And what I'm doing right here, I'm showing you that you only want to go up so high to where you want to go up to where the head is still flat on the sides. But once it starts to round off, you want to stop. So with the mid-fade, you want to keep it before it starts rounding off. So I'm taking the bulk off. And then right there, I was just showing you that I'm doing a lot of scraping, so I'm angling. It's not sitting flat on the head per se, right? So it's I'm doing like a 45-degree angle with it, right? Because I don't want to make a hard, heavy line, because I want everything to blend. And the same thing with the back, I'm still angling it. I know you probably can't see it, but I'm using an angle, a 45-degree angle. Now, I slow everything down right here so I can show you the fade. Now, we do the same thing that we always do. No guard, right? We're taking away the first guideline and we're making a second guideline, actually, right? So that's basically what you're doing. You're taking away a guideline, make a guideline until everything is blended, right? So you see where I'm at. That's the first guideline, and I use right above his eyebrow as a point of reference, because when I get to the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. Now on this side, still we got the 1 guard. Now we're going to clean up that line right there I just went across, right? We want to blend into the bulk of the hair. That's what we're doing. So, you know, we go open to close. A lot of my videos, I tell you, go open to close, open to close. And you know, if you've been following me the last 10 videos, maybe, you know, I incorporate a little clip of a comb in it as well. But you go open to close with the 1. So, you know, my system. My system is no guard, 1 guard, 1.5. Open to close, right? All the way up, and then you do the same thing all the way back down in reverse. You go 1.5, 1, no guard, trimmer, whatever guards you use, you go up with and you come back down with. So you go 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 2, 1, right? It's simple. It sounds simple. It's easy. That's my system, right? On all my haircuts for the most part, right? So if you use that system consistently, you will have your haircuts will come out consistently better, right? Because the more that you use it, The better you get at it, the more you perfected your craft, right? So, with that being said, I'm still using the one guard and I'm just cleaning it up. Now, the thing that I'm running into a problem with here is that he has indentions in his scalp. It's not just all the way smooth, so I have to work it a little bit more than I normally would. Stretch the skin. You see my thumb at the top, I'm actually stretching the skin. Then right here, I don't have any guard on, so because I'm done with the one guard and I feel like everything is kind of blended. So now I'm just really cleaning up certain spots that I couldn't get in with the one guard, and I'm coming back with no guard because I'm trying to get that clean fade look that I'm trying to get. Because the mid fade, you have to understand that when you're doing a ball fade, mid fade, whatever, it has to be blended perfectly. So you're gonna have to take your time with it. You're gonna have to stretch the skin with it. You're gonna have to give it that look. You know what I mean? Because when they look at it from the side, from the front, from the side, it can't be any line. It can't, everything has to blend. It has to mesh just right. So you see, it's taking me a little longer to get it where I want it, but you see that the fade is actually coming out nice, right? And this is how you get the mid fade, because we right in the middle between the ear and the top where his head would start to round off. The top of the ear up to where his head would start to round off, right? So that's the mid fade, if you really want to know, right? For me, that's the mid fade. Somebody else, I don't know what they're gonna call it. Somebody gonna give me my comments. Somebody gonna say, "Man, this ain't a mid fade. This, that." I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? For me, this is a mid fade. But anyway, so you see what I did right here? It's coming along nicely. The blend is coming along. I got the 1.5 guard. I still feel like it's a little bit of bulk right there that I can clean up. So I use the 1.5 guard coming down open. And if nothing is coming off while you're using it open, then, you go down to close until you get the desired look, right? And you see I'm still working it because right here where I'm working at, he got indentions in his head. Just really look close and pay attention. But like I said, if you take the time with it, you'll get the look that you're looking for, right? Then after this, I'm sure I came with the clip over comb just to make it look better, right? The clip over comb is your friend. It's gonna help you blend in places that your guards won't get, or even your blade won't actually get to, and you can, perfect it. You can customize it very well. So this is why I like to use the clip over comb, and I like to stretch the skin just to look at the fade and make sure I got everything out that I need to get out. Like I said, just keep working at it. It'll eventually fade in. The key to this also to doing haircuts is making sure you stick to the process, right? You have to stick to the system, the process. You have to believe in it. You have to stay at it no matter if it's going bad or not. You know what I mean? You have to stay at it. Because the thing that separates you from being a great barber or a better barber than what you are, or getting to reach your goal, is just the consistency and practice and believing in it and keep working at it and working at it, and eventually it'll come, to what you want it to be. So make sure you do that. So you see the fade on this side, we're gonna turn them around and we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. On this side, we do the exact same thing that we did to the other side. So remember, I give you the steps again. So you use a no guard, right? You come up, take away the first guideline to make a second guideline. Second guideline, you use a 1 to take away that line, right? And then after that, you use the 1.5, and then you work your way back down. 1.5, 1, no guard. After you do those steps, you come back, you detail it, pick your spots, use a little clip over comb to get your look. So I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. Pay attention to what I'm doing, the exact same thing I did. This is from a different angle, but It's gonna be the exact same look, and then we'll jump into the edge up. After that, we want to use the Mr. Outliner detailing mist. You know what I'm saying? You need that to get them crispy lines in, man. Then you also use it whenever you add the hair fiber. You can spray this on top of the hair fiber in order to get the hair fiber to lock in good. The difference between mine and theirs is mine is not too thick and it won't clog your trimmers, right? That's the main thing that I'm looking for. Something that's not going to clog my trimmers, but still give me the crispy look. And that's what I got in a bottle. And that's what I got. We call it magic in a bottle. That's what I got. That's what I got right there. So anyway, you know what we do on the lineup. You start in the middle, work your way from one side to the other. And, you know, just take your time with it and use your mirror. It might start out kind of funny, kind of tricky, but use your mirror, you get right back on track, right? So I'm using the cordless detailers right here. I love the blade on these trimmers, right? These trimmers have not let me down not one time. Like, the run time on them is perfect, you know, and they consistent. They not loud either. You know what I mean? You get some of these clippers and they just start becoming loud. These clippers are not loud at all. And they don't break the skin if you set them right. So you see how they hit already, right? I haven't even used any enhancements or anything on it, but you know, having a good trimmer that you are comfortable using is key also to giving a good lineup. So master your trimmer also. You know, once you master the trimmer and the clipper, then everything else will go together too and stay consistent. So you see, you know, that's how it goes. So you gotta stay in tune, you gotta keep up, and you have to master your tool. After you get the edge up kind of where you want it to be, you want to come back and you want to use your hair fiber to make the line pop. You can see kind of thin in the front a little bit, or just light. You know, the color of his hair is lighter in the front than it is in the back for some reason. But you know, you want to make everything look uniform. So you see what I'm doing? Use a card as a guide. Spray the fiber off of the card onto the hair to make it look natural, to kind of give you a buffer in between going directly to the scalp. You know, so it'll help it blend better, right? Then you come back, like I told you, with the Mr. Outliner detailing mix, right? And then once you put it on, you come back and you just hit it with your trimmers. Now you're trying to go for perfection. Now you're trying to make that line super crisp, super straight, super sharp. You know what I'm saying? You want that KFC. I don't know where y'all from. We got KFC down here. But whatever the best fried chicken, crispy fried chicken is where you at. You know, Chicago probably got Harold's or something like that. Wherever the best fried chicken is where you at. You know, that. You want that crispy. You know what I mean? That's the crispy we going for after you get to a certain point. Get to this point of putting the fiber on. Now I'm really taking my time and I'm perfecting it. You know, so it's the same as the haircut. You know, once you get done using the system, the guards, and you all the way down to no guard, after that is detailing, is perfecting. It's the same thing with the edge up. A lot of this stuff is just prep. You prepping in the beginning of it. So that's how I look at it, just prep. And then once you get the prep, okay, I got everything I need to set up, boom, 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 boom. Then after that, you come back and boom, you execute. You make everything solid. You know what I'm saying? As best as possible. So, you know, barbering can be simple and difficult at the same time. I know I did it 20 years in the game. It's all about taking your time and being consistent. If barbers ask me what's the best advice I can give you, that's it. Be consistent, take your time, it's gonna happen. But hey, if y'all have any questions, look in my description box. I leave my IG page. I got links to my products in the description box. If you want to like the wave pomade, you want the detailing mist, you need beard oil, whatever you need, you know what I'm saying? I got you, man. But anyway, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease.